bitch.
What, nigga? What's the code, man? What?
Like tiger, and then C like candy, and then F like fuck, and then P like pussy. I see you.
Nigga.
All right, so what class you
I
want?
thought that was a home. My bad.
Hey, man, shit. Whatever class you want to stay in, bro.
Oh no, bro. Pick the fucking class, bro.
I ain't picking nothing.
Who your favorite character?
Don't have any.
All right, bet. I'm finna beat your ass because you don't want to cooperate.
Yeah. I bet you won't get Jake Paul. I about to say, I bet you won't get Jake Paul. Now I put a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nah, I didn't say that. I about to say you better not get him. I already put his ass to bed once. Oh yeah. night night. Yeah, nigga, hold on. Bring it in. Let me see.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for the tale. Carl, the Cobra Froch, one of the greatest super middleweight champions of all time, fighting out of Nottingham, United. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
We see the crowd, the people, the fans. We just cannot wait for this fight to get on.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. No rest for the weary. Caution is being thrown to the wind. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
With sluggers, you cannot let them get into a rhythm because this is how they train. This is how they prepare for a fight. This is what they'll do all night. Do not dance their dance. You've got to use speed.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Both want a highlight reel knockout. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
They exchange punches. Every time time they throw a shot, they get countered. That hook doesn't score. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about thoughts in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
I see where they don't get complacent. You think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I like that round. Good work. You were thinking.
Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, all right? It's only one round that you've lost.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defence on the end.
We'll lose this fight, dear. Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get your rhythm back, and then we go again.
A little bit so we can't figure you out. Great work. Good work.
Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off, win the round.
You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
Change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back.
Switch back on. Get focused.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You'd like to see more jabs. Good counter punching. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace, you can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Stevens.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Counter punch caught him clean. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. That jab won't score. Only catching air with that hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Broch in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Stay focused. Don't look at
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Do you believe what we are seeing? Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Insane action. The perfect counter lands. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Nope, that hook won't score. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. It's all offense all the time. The courage on display here is incredible. Catch and shoot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Broch in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so...
Come on, switch on.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Both men step back for just a moment. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts. You can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They're both trying for a knockout. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Froch in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Win the round on your jab and breathe while you're stepping around.
Pull up here. Just keep him on the end of that jab. You're getting your timing already.
Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this.
Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Misses with the straight left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Broch in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Round, you feel good? You were thinking.
Let's start the 6. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Missing with the left hook. You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Do you believe this? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Lucky that hook didn't score. Punch, counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Nice counter shot. Talk about Broch in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so strong. Let's do it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two were made for each other. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Swing and a miss with the hook. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They both want the knockout. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Froch in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Jab slick.
Nathan, go back and win the round, all right? It's only one round that you've lost.
And there's the bell for round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Both men step back for just a moment. The jab misses. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. Do you believe what we're seeing? Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.